Hey people, it's DioGamer here with a video about Grim Dawn and the developers and stuff like that that's rather bizarre. So let me fill you in on what's going on here. Alright, first of all, apparently the developers of Grim Dawn, and you can see this in my other videos, cannot take any form of feedback or criticism. Every time they do, they either ban somebody or they get rid of them off of the forum and delete their topic because they don't like what they're saying. Now obviously, the members of the Grim Dawn community are going to protect the developer, stating, well, what did you do to get banned? Totally ignoring the fact that the developers were just douchebags banning people because they didn't like what was being said about their game. That happened to me, and again, there's all this proof about what actually happened because the topics show, you know, nothing was wrong and everything else. The developers just didn't like it, so they got rid of me. So that led me into, you know, talking to a couple other people who also went to the forum, who basically were testing the waters to say, you know, some of the stuff that might have been wrong with the game, and no matter how polite or the structure of the topic, the developers banned them. They were consistently getting banned. So that led into, I guess, apparently some of the people I let know, this was an email that they had sent me, that this is what they had finally wound up sending to the developers, because apparently the problem got so out of control, the abuse was just ridiculous. And so pretty much the people that contacted them didn't bother going after, you know, getting mad about the site. They basically point blank stated what you see in the email here. And I'm going to point out a few things because on my YouTube channel there's a bunch of people trying to tell me that the game was never false advertised and I'm dumb or whatever else it is. But apparently I wasn't the only one that do this, because the people that mailed them this, who basically said, you're done being abusive, this ends now, and if you don't stop this stuff, we're going to attack you legally, as shown here. So I guess apparently the first things first is that there was a false advertisement in here, and everybody on my YouTube channel that was making comments about I'm dumb or whatever else it is, apparently said I was lying or I didn't know how to read stuff. Clearly, they were false advertising. I'll get to this in a minute, because the advertisement for Grim Dawn on the official site here that I'm going to show you to originally said the full release is DRM. On Steam and the site, it said the full release was out. Therefore, it's false advertising, because you can't have a DRM free game on Steam. It can't happen, it doesn't work. So the fact that they were advertising a DRM free game when it wasn't DRM free in itself is false advertising. So basically, to make a long story short, cutting through all of this, you can just read this, I'll leave this on the screen. But basically they wound up saying, enough of this, you're going to fix your advertising, you're going to stop lying and slandering people that you banned, because apparently they would just continue. They would ban people and then use the excuse that the people were being rude to them, and then proceed to have a party bashing the people they were banning, doing exactly what they said they were banning people for. And you can't have that as a two-way street. So anyway, cyberbullying, cyber harassment, and all this other stuff. And pretty much the main thing here I'm going to focus on is to fix their advertisement, because everybody on my YouTube channel said that was lying. So let's take a look at it. So basically, for the people on my YouTube channel who's been attacking me verbally, now it says DRM free copy included, coming soon. This was changed between yesterday and the time of that letter to them about the false advertisement. So every person on my YouTube channel trying to tell me it wasn't false advertising, I'm just dumb, or I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you can all kiss my ass, because it was false advertised. That's why it was changed. And basically, what's really coincidental is after this was sent, all of the problems that staff were causing with people and the members were doing to people stopped. So I just find it extremely interesting how it took the proper legal team or the proper legal representation to basically threaten the website and the people on it, saying, enough is enough, you're going to stop this behavior, period. It's inappropriate, and just because you're on the internet and behind a screen name, that does not make you exempt from the law. We will take action against you if these problems aren't stopped. So I just found this very interesting, because this is a big surprise to me on my email this morning. And I always tell people all the time, just because you're on the internet doesn't mean there aren't laws in place. say that all the time, and people like laugh. Nope, there's no laws, whatever else it is. Well, this is just an example of this. So I just thought this was just interesting, and it just threw me for a loop to get this type of email this morning. I was like, wow. By the way, this is a picture of the email, and so I just thought it was interesting. That's all, and I don't even know what to say about this. But mainly the reason for this is that people that were saying, well, they think that video game companies are exempt from the law and think it's okay for them to false advertise and nothing can get done. Well, apparently they changed this. Crate literally changed the advertisement, period. So I don't know what to tell people, but anybody who wants to debate with me can debate with this, but that's about it. Thank you very much. Have a good night.